You can't destroy creatures, but yeah, he's awesome. I mean, there's so many other things you can kill with him. He's a good toolbox target. He's pretty much, I think he's the only 8-drop aside from Vorinclex, yeah. The only 8-drop for my Birthing Pod for removal. He's just a really strong card. I've had games where he's been used against me, which kind of sucks, but let's get to the tutors. Mystical Tutor. 1-drop tutor. Extra turns. I know we haven't got to these type cards yet in the deck, but let's just assume they're all very strong. Instant Tutor, right to hand, 1 mana. Instant Tutor, right to hand, 1 mana. Well, not right to hand. Lied. Instant Tutor, right to top of deck. Because it's instant, you play it right before your turn. It's like you're getting it in your hand, but not right to hand. That would be really, really, really overpowered. Now this is really, really, really overpowered. I don't know if you guys have seen this card. Look at the top 5 cards of your library as many times as you choose. You may pay 1 life, put those cards on the bottom of your library, and look at the top 5 cards again. So not only do you get a tutor for any card you want at instant speed, and in this format you have enough life to look through your entire deck. If you're going to be taking infinite turns or infinite mana, instant killing somebody or something like that, what better card than an instant that lets you not only find every card that you need, but stack your deck around it. Yes, I think I will play that. Only 2 mana. The best counterspell in the format. Probably one of the best cards in my deck. I absolutely, absolutely love Mana Drain. I can't tell how many times I just pop a Mana Drain on turn 4 or 5 or something early like that, and then the next turn it's like, yep, I win. It's that good. If someone ramps up to something like 6 or 7 or something really fast in this format, like you can with a Soul Ring or a Gilded Lotus or, a Sky Shroud Claim or whatever they're ramping up with, and they try to pop something big real fast, and it's like, no, you can't do that, and yeah, now I win. I actually use this for mana ramp more than I do anything else. Tooth and nail after this thing all day long. I mean, no fun. Well, for me, lots of fun. Green Instant Speed Vindicate. They get a 3/3. Fair trade? I think so. I'm not going to say much about removal. It's removal. Yeah. General Tuck. Important. 3 mana. General Tuck. Tucks any card. I don't play Spell Crumple 2. I probably could. I don't play very many counters in this deck. I think I play 4, including this is a creature, but this is a good one. It's got pretty cool flavor text, too. Staple blue draw card. In this deck, putting 5 cards up into play, no one will like any of the cards. The piles are always good. Instant cast. Right before your turn. Get you everything you need. Sometimes more if people don't know what's in your hand or they're just not very smart. Not wearing their thinking cap that day. Cryptic Command. I don't run any counters, but Cryptic Command is freaking awesome. Like early in the game for tempo against 2 4-drop generals, it's like, yeah, I counter your general and bounce his general that he just played right before you. And you can get 3 blue in this deck by turn 4. Not difficult at all. I mean, sometimes not going to happen, but lots of times it is. Sorceries. I guess that was instants. Oops. Demonic Tutor. What better way to start off sorceries than I want this card? Yeah. Probably one of, if not the best card in the format. Get you any card in your deck. What's better than that? 2 mana. How about any card from your graveyard? 2 mana. Infinite Loop with the right of replication. Every card in this deck is awesome. I want them all back. It's only 2 mana. Enables the Tooth and Nail combo easier. Gets me mana back. Yeah, everything's reusable. 2 mana. Awesome. Standard mana ramp. Standard mana ramp. One of these is going to be Sky Shroud Claim soon. So, probably going to keep the Kodamas because it's older. And this is just a rip-off of it. I mean, look at that. They're both freaking hands. It's like the same damn card, except this one is like newer and has a person hand on it. Look at this foresty hand. Much better. This one's probably going to go. Well, it looks like it's my Birthing Pod. Oh, I mean my Crucible of Worlds. Oh, I mean my... Yeah, you get it. Another tutor. It's a good one in this deck. Mana, Crucible for the combo. Birthing Pod's always good. Maelstrom Pulse. a little bit of control, a little spot removal. I play a little spot removal. This hits everything. And if there's copies of them, they all die. 3 mana. I'll take it. Done deal. Yogg win. Gotta play Yogg win. And an extra turn deck, it's even more broken. I love recursion in this deck. Pretty much when you resolve this and cast this, it means it's time to win. Tutors are never bad. Yes. This is how we win every single game. You end up kicking this on Malakir Bloodwitch a couple times, game over. You kick this on any card in the deck, it's game over. Once you get your infinite mana, the Runescar Demon gets this, he kicks it on him. We've heard this before. This card's broken. It's awesome on everything. You can cast it to kill something. It's a legendary. You can cast for 4 in a pinch. The card is never bad. The card is always awesome. I'd rather save it for later so I can win the game. Don't need to exile that of my graveyard too easily. So, that is that. Damnation. Cool Damnation. 4 mana, wipes the board. Nothing needs to be said there. Double tutor? Well, no. Triple tutor. Yes, 5 mana is a little tough, a little high, but if I have 5 mana, it's time to go for my win. And this gets the job done. 3 tutors, I will take it. Like less than $1 in foil, I think, too. That card is a steal. Card is amazing. Primal Command. Might as well say, hey, I'm 5 mana. You need your Primeval Titan. Maybe you're Consecrated, something like that. Maybe Witness, you know. There's so many creatures in different times in the game you cast these spells, but I mean, things like these lead right into like Primeval. In a pinch, you can gain 7 life. Probably not. Probably going to be dumping someone's Mirari's Wake right on top of their deck so they can cast it again. You know, it's usually bounce something nasty, go get your Primeval Titan, set up the win, or go get Witness, bounce a time card back to your hand for the win the next turn, things like that. 5 mana tutor. Creatures in this deck are really important. I almost always need some form of creature, so that extra effect is awesome. Now, I consider this to be a tutor too, and it's an instant tutor from someone's deck for the most broken card that you could possibly need at this moment, right into play, for 5 mana. Yeah. Sometimes the cards they print, I wonder if they do it on purpose. Oh, I think I gave something away right there. Maybe I already did anyway. Yeah. These are the best cards in the deck. They're never bad. At worst, what does one of these cards ever do? I mean, I guess if you need something to drop before turn 5, but at worst, you get another land drop, possibly, if you don't have one. You get another card in your deck, so if anything, you're just making the deck smaller, which, by most people's definition, is always better. But in general, it's as soon as you get one of these cards and resolve one, you just win, because it's so easy to loop the effect over and over again and drop more lands, and then get Tooth and Nail and win. I can't wait to get to Tooth and Nail. Man, so far back. I should put it like in the fucking front. Yeah, I got another one of these. When I bought this guy, it was like $10. This freaking thing is like $60, $70 now. Ridiculous, but I understand why. I wish I would have got the Capture of Jing Zhao when it was cheap too, because these cards are gold, man. I mean, there's like nothing better. The more you play them, the more you understand just how broken they are. I mean, you always want one in your hand, and no one ever wants to see you cast them and they just win games. How about we go get 2 of them back? Maybe one's a time stretch. More recursion. Sometimes you just need 2 things, and you need to tutor 2 things in your graveyard. Sometimes. There's lots of times this card is just tutorable, even because it's so strong. So a reason it has to be exiled. This is one of the newest additions to the deck. And as I play tested it in the place of Capture of Jing Zhao, which I usually play online, it's awesome. Because you can do the Azusa thing, because you can just lock a game out with the Azusa Krukable combo now, it just makes it ever more something that people are going to hate more and more. The combo is already stupid enough as it was. This card pretty much just makes it broken. Like every other extra turn card. Lots of ways to tutor them up, lots of ways to loop them. And yeah, this one costs 1 more, but it's got a little flavor to it. I like it. Puppeteer Click's Best Buddy, Standard Wrath Effect. Go get rid of the peskiest creatures in somebody's deck. Sometimes you do not want to do that. Maybe get rid of their certain utility creatures. And when you get a look at someone's entire deck, That's also important. A, if you know their deck well enough, like in my play group, I know what's in their hand when I cast this card, which is a little extra benefit since I know every single card in their deck. But I usually am not that douchey when I play it. You can go get their nastiest creatures, and then if you click and play, smack them in the face with one of them. That's always fun. Yeah, this is kind of like Deeds. It gets rid of everything. Doesn't hit my nice mana rocks. Blows up things that other things can't. Gets rid of indestructible. This is going to get even better when the Kaalia deck gets that new all my shit is indestructible bullcrap. I would not like that. And luckily the you can't sack thing is green, so he can't play that. Awesome. Yeah, this card's pretty much, I think, the best Wrath in the game in terms of how powerful it really is. Not maybe mana-wise. Yeah. You cast this. Okay, let's just go for the standard combo first of all. You cast this for 9. You need 11 to do the combo if you have absolutely nothing to help you do the combo. You cast it for 9, you entween, and you go get Eternal Witness and Pollencron. Untap for 7. You still have 9 because you were at 11. You pop it again because you returned it with the Witness. Get your Vorinclex for the double. Get Phyrexian Metamorph to copy Pollencron and untap again with the double. And then you can loop with the Pollencron or the Metamorph on the Pollencron for infinite mana, eventually retargeting the Witness to return it to your hand a third time to go get Runescarred Demon, and it doesn't really matter because Runescarred Demon go gets Replication, you have infinite mana, 5 tutors, blah blah blah, game over. Notable, when you have a tutor in your hand, you only need the 9 mana entween because you can go straight for the infinite mana and then tutor for Runescarred Demon and go get Replication, game over. If you have like the Eternal Witness or even the Metamorph or certain things in your hand, or even a Regrowth to recur it without getting the Witness, you can combo out with 9 mana, or sometimes even less. I've mana drained this and comboed out with only 4 lands in play, because you can loop the Metamorph if you had a double, and I think I had a Regrowth too, so I could return it for free. Well, not for free, but without getting the Witness. And yeah, you can do different loops once you get the Replication out and have the Witness in play, especially since you can kick the Replication on the Pollencron. Yeah, that's what it is. You can kick the Replication on the Pollencron and then get it back with your Witness or your Regrowth, and then kick the Replication on the Witness to get the Replication back and the Regrowth and whatever else. And then just continuously mana loop that way. Like if you have like 4 lands and a mana doubler and you're trying to cheese win really quick. It ends games pretty much every time you cast it if it's not countered. Just as like this card does. Yeah. If you resolve this, you probably win. Yeah, I probably pretty much, if I resolve a time stretch and I don't win, something has gone massively wrong, and I guarantee I have misplayed, because that should just not happen. You should not cast it if you're going to not win, probably too, most of the time. 10 mana, yeah, 10 mana, I win. Please counter me. There's lots of time like the present. Oh, I love that. And then I run 1 Planeswalker. Oh, yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Jace is amazing. I've actually just picked him up recently, and I've tested him online and offline, and he is so freaking good. Being able to bounce your own Witness or any of your ETB guys, that's something I overlooked completely, and it's fucking wicked. With all your sack lands and things like that, that Brainstorm ability, oh my god. I could just use the Brainstorm and the bounce and nothing else most of the time, and he's still just so broken with the extra turns. I mean, I've had games where I play tested this dude online, and I've had someone like drop a Mimoplasm into play and steal a Primeval Titan from me and like give it +6/+6, and you know, it's like turn 7 or 8, and like he's gonna hit me with it the next turn. I'm like, all I can think is I drop a Jace, and I'm like, man, I really hope the guy hits me and goes for the 2-shot, because if he kills the Jace, I'm effed, and the guy ends up hitting me, and extra turns start to go, deck starts to get shuffled, and Jace absolutely shits all over him, and I think I got blocked by 3 players that game with this deck. It's a little bit different online, like I have Mana Crypt and stuff like that, but pretty much the same deck, and I win a lot. It's very aggressive. I love this card. That about wraps it up. I've rambled for a long time. I really like this deck. Tell me what you think.